Without statement of problem, no research question, no questionnaire. You can't know all those things if you don't understand what they are going to research on. So your project supervisor has already rejected your project topic 6 good times. I don't know about you, but my project supervisor rejected my project topic almost 5 times. So I can relate to you. I've graduated university 2 years now. I've done my NYC service 1 year ago. I've not been in school, but I recently started French school. More updates on French. But now we're talking about how to pick your project, how to pick your project topic. And I'll be giving you basics so that you can be able to pick your project topic. Doesn't matter what department you are, doesn't matter what you want to research about. I'll be telling you how you can balance this up with your research questionnaire. I know that you have to have a project proposal, which I'm going to talk about shortly. But before that, I want you to understand that if you don't have passion, zeal for what you want to search for, you will not enjoy doing your project research. And the reason why they recommend a project research when you are in university is for you to do the practical aspect of what you are studying. So if you are not into that and you don't like school, I would just suggest that you just like this video and leave the video. But if you are up for that, welcome. So I have to wear my glasses for this one to show you how serious and professional I am. So first things first, you have to know your department. So your department goes in line with your topic. Let me just remove these glasses. Your department goes in line with your topic. I studied international relations, so that was my department, international relations or political science. What is your department? Write it down now. Like that pen you are holding and jot that now. Write it down. Number 1, I'm in biochemistry department, food science and tech department, whatever department you are. What else they do in school? Theater arts department, whatever your course you are studying, write it now. Number 1, my department. Second thing you should know, the area of your department that you like. So now, international relations, there are different parts to international relations. We have international organizations, we have diplomacy, we have foreign policy, we have comparative politics. We have different parts of international relations, what I studied. So out of all those things I studied, I had an area that I really like. I hope you have noted different areas of your course. When you started this course in 100 level, they told you that different areas to discuss and different things you can become from. Even in secondary school, they would have told you different things you can become from these different areas. So I want you to write down those different areas as number 2. Write them down before I go to the next point, because I don't want to get confused. I want you to understand this thing very well. So once you have noted those different areas and your department, now it's time to now know which parts in those different areas that you like. Like I told you, we have comparative politics, we have international organizations, diplomacy, international trade, international relations. So when I was doing my project, what came to my head was economy, international trade, or whatever you want to call it. So I was like, okay,
so how do we trade internationally in this country?
We have different parts of trading. We have the air, we have the land, we have sea. So I was like, okay, so in these different parts, what is very porous, what is very vulnerable to crimes? And what came to my head was not even seaport or the airport. What came to my head was land, because that's where I am. And I feel like if I want to embark on primary research where I'll go into the field and ask people questions, it will be easier for me because I'm on land. I'm not by the sea. I don't reside by the sea. I reside on land. I'm going to go into international trade through land and see if there's a problem in international trade that goes on land. Do you understand? So, and that's customs. I'm going to have to deal with customs. So now, when I was now trying to pick my project, I had to think, okay, let me go and search on Google the projects that has been done on trade in Nigeria, customs trade in Nigeria. So I'll check different people's projects online, see their own topics, and see whether they had any missing more problem that they feel like has not been solved from their project. You have to understand what you like first, or what you feel like you might be able to cope in the area of your course. Then you now think, okay, what problem do I feel like I can search, I can get information that is not far from me? Because if it's hard for you to get information for your project, it's going to be hard for you throughout the project. So because it's information you're trying to get here, that's why you're embarking on the project research.
Period. End of discussion.
So now let's get to the next tip. But before the next tip, I want you to like this video so that YouTube can push it to more people who actually need this video, because liking the video helps YouTube know that okay, this video is helping you, and I really hope it's helping you and you're understanding this thing bit by bit as I'm explaining to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. You have to understand Don't worry, I'm going to understand this. Before you can write your project, you need to understand the problem you are trying to solve. That's the whole essence of your project. My project topic was Nigeria's border porosity and its implication on national security. So you can see there are two themes there. We have Nigeria's border porosity and we have its implication on national security. So when you are writing your project topic, there'll be two variables, the independent and the dependent variable. I'm going to explain, so just calm down. I'm going to explain, you're going to understand this. So we have the independent and independent variable, but before we get to that part of writing your project topic, you have to understand the problem. I already told you about the areas that you like. So in those different areas that you like, what problem do you find in them? In international trade, what is the problem you found? In diplomacy, what is the problem you found? International organizations, what are the problems you found in those different areas? Now when you've identified those different problems, search on projects that have been done on them. And you'll see different project topics if you want to go the easy route. If you want to understand deeper and find your own personal project topic, I would suggest write the topic, and that is what I'm going to be teaching you in this next point.
Yo!
So here is how to write your project topic. You need your independent and dependent variable, like I said, but calm down. You're going to understand this now. For me, because I studied international relations, I don't know what you studied. That's why I'm telling you to do this by yourself, so it's be easy for you. So I studied international relations, and the area of international relations that I really wanted to research about was international trade, international economy, or whatever you call it. I was focusing on land because of I stay on land. Where I reside is landlocked. It's not littoral. It's not close to water. So even if I want to research on water, I will have to travel, and that's expense for me. So I was like, okay, I stay on land. It will be easier for me to access information. I want to always think about accessing information, whatever you want to pick as your project. So I was like, okay, it's going to be easier for me to access information. My project supervisor finally said I should choose this topic. They arranged it to have a dependent and independent variable. Now the reason why you need a dependent and independent variable, because only thing in my head was that, oh, I want to research on border porosity because I know that it's through the borders that trade takes place, right, on land. But when my project supervisor finally restructured my project topic, he made have an independent variable because this is what I'm researching on, right? But in order to research on this thing, I have to understand this thing. I have to research into this other thing, so I'll be able to understand this thing. Your independent variable is what you are researching on. Go. My dependent variable is national security. So I'm researching about Nigeria's security. So the main thing I was searching about was how secure Nigeria is. Like, I have to research in line on the borders. You understand? In order to understand your independent and dependent variable, your dependent variable, what you are going to research on, but it's going to be on the basis of your independent variable. I was researching on border porosity, right? I cannot research about border porosity without understanding national security. But the thing I'm focusing on my research is border porosity. I want to know more about the border, but I cannot focus on border porosity without understanding national security. So that's why my topic was Nigeria's border porosity. Remember, I'm researching about Nigeria. It could even be your state. It could be Delta's border porosity. Does Delta have borders? But you grab what I mean. It could be just a state. Just know how you can access information. You understand? You have to understand your dependent and your independent variable. I hope I did not confuse you or confuse myself either, because I've not been in school for the past 3 years, but I'm telling you what I understood and what helped me to pass my project research. I hope that you have liked this video, and I really hope that it's already giving you value and knowledge that you need for your project research. Don't worry, you're going to write your project research well. You just need strategy. I already have 2 videos about project research. Before you watch those videos, I want you to understand and assimilate the easy process to write your project research, because if you cannot access information for your project research, then you will not be able to write the project easily, and it's going to be hard for you to defend your project when it's time for project defense. Make sure that your project research is going to be easy to access information. One other thing you can do is check previous project topics. You can check previous project topics at the recommendation. Check different previous project topics, check the recommendations, and you will see, oh, they were not able to solve this problem, and this is how far they got at the end of their conclusion. So you too, you can now tackle those problems, and with those problems you will now be able to develop your own project topic into a dependent and independent variable. Let me try and give an example. Let us say somebody researched on, what are we going through? Fuel subsidy, yeah? Somebody researched on The removal of fuel subsidy and its impact on national economy, Nigeria's national economy. At the end of the person's project, the person wrote the person's conclusion.
This is what I suggest should be done in order to boost Nigeria's economy.
And blah blah blah. But we're not able to tackle these problems, these other problems. You check the recommendation and see what the person recommended at the end. Or if you were reading through that person's project, you see that this person never tackled this problem that the person stated in the person's statement of problems. The person never said anything about it at the conclusion. You can say, this person not saying anything about it. I can add it to my project research. Someone that recommended tips on improving Nigeria's economy and the value of Nigeria's currency, right, at the end of the person's project. But the person not mention how. So you can now say your own project topic will now be new income opportunities or opportunities for increase in Nigeria's GDP and the removal of fuel subsidy. Something like that. You don't even have to stress if you don't. Like I told you, I did not organize my project topic correctly. It was my supervisor I met and I showed him, and he organized it well for me. Simple as that. You just need somebody to put you through. You can't do everything by yourself. That's just simply how to create your own project topic or write your own project topic. Now, it's not easy to be a teacher. Thank you. So now that you have gotten how to write your project topic, you also need to know how to write a project or research proposal. I don't have a video on my channel on how to write a project or research proposal. So that's why I will suggest and advise that you listen attentively now. When you know your problem, when you know the problem you are searching on, when you understand your project topic, it will be easy for you to write your abstracts. It will be easy for you to write the objective that you want to achieve, the questions you want to ask people, questionnaire. Because you know the problem. Okay, let me use hair since I'm a hair YouTuber. I'm doing a personal project research. Now. This is not even school. How to find out about how people go bald. When I'm finding out about how people go bald, I'm also finding out the solutions to baldness. So research topic will be balding and the solutions to genetical baldness. When I'm writing my proposal and draft proposal and places I want to go to, I know that okay, I'm researching on balding, things that cause balding, what leads to balding, right? Then I'm also researching on ways I can now reduce balding or methods that people have tried in the past and did not work and how to improve on those methods. So do you understand? You have to understand your project topic and your statement of problem. That's it. Without statement of problem, no topic. Without statement of problem, no objective. Without statement of problem, no research question, no questionnaire. You can't know all those things if you don't understand what they are going to research on. So you have to understand this right. I really hope I explained as much as I can explain. Once you understand that simple as it is on this channel, when you go on other channels, it's easier for you to understand what they are saying. The research proposal. I wrote my project research after COVID-19, so it was a rush in school curriculum and we did not have to submit a project proposal. Just went on with writing our topic after they approved our topic. But usually you're meant to have a project research proposal. This project research proposal is you
now saying that I really need to embark on this. This is how important it is for me to embark on this project.
This is the reason why a work needs to be done on this part or this problem that we're facing in this department or this area. Your project proposal is just basically telling your supervisor or whoever you're writing the project to that this is the importance of this project to society, to this department. You have to remember the importance of your project. Not just paying people and telling them, oh, write my project, I'll pay you 300k. In short, now there's no fuel subsidy now. It will pepper you if you pay somebody to write your project.
A big shout out to you guys for taking part in my community post and commenting on my YouTube videos. If you made to this part of this video, make sure you comment I have a project topic. And if you don't have a project topic, make sure you comment I don't have a project topic yet.
When you want to defend your project, when it comes to project defense, it will be easier for you because you know what you are going to research on. You know the information you want to go and get when you get to that library. When you get to the person you are interviewing for your project, you know the questions to ask because you know the problem you are trying to solve. Now that you've gotten your project topic, I hope it's easier for you to understand this video. And if you've written your project already, make sure you check out this video because I explained how to defend your project during your project defense. I really hope all these tips come handy for you. And I'll see you on the other side.